Sorry to keep you guys waiting. We got a little technical difficulties, but we are here. We'll be providing you some audio to start this game off. We'll try to get into some of those, just discuss these two teams when we have a chance, but they'll be starting out right away.
Did you say we have no visuals?
As of right now, we just have the audio, so
all right,
it's all on us.
Gotta really paint the picture then. Can I have the roster for the boys? Is it this one? All right. So Tatro will inbound the ball to Shanline. Shanline working against Braden Schilling at near half court. Now Tatro with the ball, gives it off to number 10, Uni. Uni into the post to Kaler, and that ball's tipped around and is corralled by number 23, Crow. Now Crow has it at the top of the key, gives it right side to number 13, Tatro. Tatro working against Richardson, my bad, now goes to Schilling. Now the ball goes into the lane to Kaler. He loses it, and Humphreys is going the other way for the Swathers.
Good defensive possession there from the Swathers to bat that ball away. And again, sorry, we're a little rushed there.
Schilling now with the ball, dribbling right, now is at the top of the key. Looks to drive, goes behind the back, looking for a lane pull-up, and he does. Gets nothing but the bottom of the net, and not in the good way. Now going the other way is Shanline. Shanline, Braden Schilling recovers to stop him. Now the ball is at the far left side with Crow. Then he gives it back to Shanline. Shanline kicks back out to Tatro. Tatro in the corner. Shanline, his floater is no good. Board goes to Nick Arnold for the Swathers.
Good shot attempt, but he seemed a little off balance there.
Schilling was stopped by number 10, Uni, and kicks out to Richardson. Richardson in the post to Bollinger. Bollinger corner. Nick Arnold's three, no good. Hit the rim twice and bounced out.
Good look there for the Swathers, just unable to get that one to go, similarly to the Greenbacks girls team in that last game that we saw.
Tatro working against Richardson, right side, kicks it to the right side to Shanline. Shanline kick to the corner to Crow. Crow's three was no good, and the ball will be recovered by Kaler, but he was on the out-of-bounds line when he did so. Will be white ball.
I believe we're now working with one camera, so we'll work to get you those other. We got our best people on it. That seems like a diss to Joey, though.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not that T is, yeah, whatever.
Richardson gets the ball in the post. He's going to go to work. Good luck stopping him. Turnaway jumper is good.
And that is, to quote Shaquille O'Neal, that's barbecued chicken in the post there. Not a lot you can do to stop casing the post.
Oh, that shot is blocked by Braden Schilling. The shot was by number 11, Shanline. And Schilling just showing that length and athleticism to get up and block that shot.
And now we can get into this game a little bit.
Just a little bit more.
So Pratt, they come into this game at 6-7, so they've had a pretty streaky year up to this point. They have a good amount of talent, including Shanline and Hamey. Hamey is not actually starting, but he's definitely one of their more talented players. They bring a good defensive intensity and are very capable of taking charges, which is something that we saw a lot last week in that Bueller game. You want to introduce the Swathers? And
as the Swathers, the team ranked number 1 in 3A. They come into this game 12-0. They're coming off an absolute statement win over Bueller last week, who was ranked number 3 in 4A and beating them by 29 points. This team showed us what their true potential really is last week. If they play to the best of their capabilities, this game could get out of hand quickly, as could every single game that they play all season. They have played down to some of their opponents this year, but overall have had pretty good success, but if Pratt can hang around long enough, you never know what could happen with the Swathers.
Some keys to the game for Pratt is, as dumb as it sounds, make shots, as you absolutely do not want to find yourself in an early hole against the Swather team. They want to try to play somewhat relaxed, as you don't want to get over anxious and make easily avoidable mistakes, such as that one we just saw there, and then also try to convert as much as they can on transition offense.
Kason Richardson's layup on the transition offense is no good, and the board goes to Uni. And the keys to the game for the Swathers would be willing to take charges on defense, which we saw a lot last week. A lot of the calls didn't go their way, but they were getting into position, getting ready to do it. Move the ball on offense and contain the ball on transition offense from the Greenbacks. They're very good at that, getting out and running the floor, so the Swathers will have to drop back and play some good defense. Shanline for three, he hits. First points of the game for the Greenbacks.
That's going to be something they're going to have to do consistently all night long if they're going to have a chance to win this game, which, I mean, if they play like they have in this first 3 minutes or so, there's always an opportunity for them to do that.
Humphries now with the ball at the top of the key, kicks out to Richardson. Richardson's three is no good, long, and about 8 bodies in there fighting for the board. Humphries gets it, he's gonna go up, might have gotten fouled, but Arnold with the board. Gives it to Bollinger at the elbow, gives it to Humphries in the corner. Humphries' corner three, bang! Jackson Humphries with the corner three on the assist by Ben Bollinger.
Good ball movement there off that offensive rebound after Humphries was thwarted a little bit on his attempt to go back up with it. And eventually he got the ball back and was able to put it through the hoop.
And in very good fashion of the ball don't lie statement there, because as Shanline drives, kicks
Great
too.
pass.
But they're gonna get a charge on Shanline on his hard drive to the basket.
I saw the entire Swather bench and crowds it up. I was like, what are they celebrating?
Like,
They just got an
it's
and
an
one.
and
But good hustle there by, I believe, Bollinger there to draw the charge for the Greenbacks. And that's already one of the things that we talked about a little earlier, and they are already doing that early into the game.
Hamey and Johnson in for the Greenbacks, and Schrader and Esau in for the Swathers. Humphries, cross-court pass to Richardson. Richardson gives it to Esau, top of the key, thought about it, gives it to corner Humphries. Humphries pump fakes, drives lane, and he will be fouled by Kaler as he went for the layup.
I'm surprised Braden Esau didn't take that. He thought about it he thought about it once, then stopped, thought about it a second time, then stopped one more time, and was like, I'll pass it over to Jackson. And then Humphries was able to drive baseline and draw that foul.
Definitely the unselfish play there by Braden Esau. Jackson Humphries, he ended up drawing almost three defenders, and Humphries had the easy lane to the basket and was able to pick up the foul and goes to the free throw line and converts on the first one. His second free throw is up, and it is no good. Just rims out, and now it will be Jair Johnson bringing the ball up for the Greenbacks. He's working against Proctor, puts a little nifty moves on him before picking up the dribble. Now it's Tatro on the right wing. Stepped back, thought about the shot, but didn't take it, and now has Ty on him, and looks like they will get an over and back call there. Great defense there by Ty Schrader.
Yeah, absolutely. Very swarming defense from him. He got, who was that? Was that Tatro stuck in the corner?
Yeah, it was Tatro.
He kind of got him stuck there in the corner, and he had really nowhere to go with it. Was going to get called with the 5 seconds, so try to get it to one of his teammates, but just unable to do that after a miscommunication with one of the cuts, I believe.
Proctor now with the ball on the left wing, gives it to Humphries up top. They give it to Richardson. Richardson decides to go left instead of taking the screen. His layup is no good. Board goes to Ty Schrader, but is taken away by Shanline, and looks like they're going to get Humphries on
probably a block
the
or
body.
of some sort. Okay.
Body maybe? Body, yeah.
Oh.
Ty Schrader.
That must have been away from the ball then.
Yeah.
I thought it could have been on Jackson.
I did. He got a little bit of body there. Shanline now working against Richardson. He's going to go right, hands it off to Tatro. Tatro up top to Hamey. Hamey back to Tatro, drops it. That should have been a double dribble, but no call, so keep playing. Johnson now dribbles in the lane as it's stopped. Shanline now working left against Richardson, and the ball is stolen away by Humphries. Humphries is looking up. He has Proctor, gives it to Proctor. 2 steps, right-handed finger roll layup is good.
Beautiful pass there from Humphries on the fast break. Great vision because there was a couple of players in his way, was able to thread the needle, and then Proctor 2 steps in a little right-handed delay. Doesn't get much better than that on transition offense.
That's going to get a foul on Humphries there. A little bit too physical. He took the let's get physical to heart there.
Had a little too much dip on his chip there in the post.
Whoa, slow down. You got too much dip on your chip. He'll pick up his first personal foul, as fouls have indeed been a little bit of a struggle for Humphries at points this season.
And not even just Humphries, but this Swather team in general. But it usually hasn't come back to bite them because of the depth that they have on their team.
Now the ball will swing to Koss on the far side, and he will give it up to Jair Johnson, and he will be fouled and go to the line to shoot an inbounds pass. Well, looks like it will be on the floor. That foul was on Jake Proctor, but so Swathers, 3 players now with 1 foul, which is really not a big deal for them. And looks like we're going to get another foul, this time on Braden Esau. His first personal, team's fourth. A lot of fouls here.
What did they get him for there? I didn't quite catch it.
Inbounds pass goes to Kaler. Kaler's layup is up and good. Beautiful play there and beautiful bucket there by Peyton Kaler. Schilling now on the other side gives the entry pass to Esau. Esau shot no good, but the O board by Ty Schrader is up and good. Ty Schrader, a couple early O boards that led to baskets for the Swathers.
Yeah, and that's just a call to the hustle that he plays with, able to get active on that offensive board side, and then also on the defensive side, and usually that can lead to transition points and then also second chance points for the Swathers, which is two of the most important categories in the game, I would argue.
Oh, they got a jump ball there between Kaler and Proctor. And we get 3 new Greenback players in the game. Tatro, Uni, and Crow all checking back in. And for the Swathers on the court is Richardson, Schrader, Proctor, Esau, and Schilling. Schilling gets the ball on the far right side and gives it to Schrader. Schrader gets to Richardson. Richardson, pull up Jay from the middle of the court, no good.
Oh my,
offensive
what a
board by
board.
Jake Proctor. He soared to get that one. And 3-0 boards by the Swathers that possession, and it ends up being Braden Schilling that scores the bucket.
That first one by Proctor, he's not the tallest person, but that athleticism, able to go up there, rise up above everyone else, get that board. Didn't finish it, but eventually led to points for the Swathers.
Yeah, he really showed his true athleticism there. He was flying for that rebound. Ben Bollinger will check back into the ballgame for Hesston, as will Peyton Kaler for the Greenbacks. He will check in and give Shanline his first break of the night.
Played some good minutes, especially defensively and offensively as well for the Greenbacks to start this game.
Inbound pass will go up top
Oh,
to Crow. Almost fell into the backcourt, but was able to save
beautiful presence
himself.
of mind there. That was inches away, millimeters.
Tatro now gives it up to Koss. Koss to Crow. Crow being guarded by Schrader. Up top to Uni. Uni back across to Koss. Koss to Tatro. Looking for Kaler in the post. Cannot find him. Great defense by Bollinger being played. Uni now gets it into Kaler, but the ball ends up on the floor, and it's Richardson. Swathers have a 3-on-2. Who's he gonna? He decides to pull up, take it himself, and his shot will be no good. Almost fell there.
Yeah, he slipped a little bit. I think that's kind of what caused the shot to go off a little bit. He planted that jump stop, and his feet almost went out underneath him, which could be dangerous if it were to happen. But he was able to kind of regain his footing and get the shot off, but it was a little off.
Koss now. Great defense again by the Swathers. Oh, Crow with the friendly hop right into his arms. And Uni's shot is no good. Kaler's shot also no good, and the board goes to Jake Proctor.
They'll probably hold here last shot with just over 17 seconds left.
Ball goes to Proctor on the wing. 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Casey Richardson got to pull the deep J.
Oh my!
The deep three-pointer there by Casey Richardson, a solid 3 feet beyond the three-point line.
It was deeper than that, it looked like.
Yeah, it was about where Anna Humphrey shot in the first
like
quarter.
That. It was at that red line. I think Coach Raleigh was calling for them to run a play, but that defense there by the Greenbacks caused them unable to be able to run it. And then by the time that they had started their next play, it was too late. Richardson looked up with a lot of poise, looked up at the clock, saw that he didn't have any time, pulled from deep, caught the defense lacking a little bit, and absolutely banged it home.
Yeah, great. Like you said, great poise there by Richardson to be able to find that and be able to hit it. But for the Greenbacks, before that, you were only down by 7 at the end of the first. That was going to be a tremendous quarter, and your ball coming out. And then to have that happen, that's a punch in the gut right there.
Thank you to the Fuquay Insurance Group for your support to the Swather Sports Network. Make sure to check out Fuquay Insurance for all your insurance needs.
The Swathers' second half starters will be Schilling, Schrader, Richardson, Humphreys, and Bollinger. And for the Greenbacks, it will be Shanline, Uni, Tatro, Crow, and Kaler. Tatro inbounds it to Uni and gives it off to Shanline. Shanline off to Crow. Looks like they're running a set play here. He gets it off to Tatro. Tatro to Uni in the corner. We're looking to try to get in there to Kaler, but stolen away by Ben Bollinger. Looks like he wanted to run and gives it to Richardson. Richardson to Schilling. Schilling to Humphreys in the corner. Humphreys, what an unselfish pass to Bollinger for the layup.
And it was a beautiful one at that, too. I mean, that was a tough pass to make, tight window, and he was able to put it right where it needed to be. Bollinger fouled a little bit there, which is why he was unable to convert on the layup.
He will go to the line to attempt 2 free throws. First one is no good, just short.
And one more thing about Bollinger, his post defense is among the best in the state, I would have to say. I mean, usually he comes in here in these games with posts or with teams with great posts, and more often than not will shut them down when he is guarding them. For example, last year, Haven, I'm forgetting the name of their
Carmichael?
Yeah, Wyatt Carmichael is a beast. And when Bollinger was on him, I believe he only had like 5 points or so.
Swathers steal the inbounds by Braden Schilling gave it off to Richardson, and Richardson fumbled it a little bit, was still able to make the layup though, and pushes the Swather lead to 13. Shanline on the other end takes it to the rack and will end up being fouled, but will not be a shooting foul.
Was it on, obviously it couldn't have been on.
It was on Schilling with a block.
Yeah, it couldn't have been on Bollinger, because if it would have been on Bollinger, it would have been a shooting foul.
Oh, I guess it is a shooting foul. He originally pointed to the baseline.
Oh, then how is that on Schilling?
Shanline's first free throw.
If it was on Schilling, it wouldn't have been a block, I don't think. I think the foul call is fair. I just don't know.
Shanline's second free throw, also good. I get what you're saying there. Richardson kicks up to Schilling. Schilling into Bollinger. Bollinger, couple dribbles, kick to the middle of the lane to Arnold. Arnold gives it to Humphreys on the wing. One more pass to Schilling in the corner. He goes cross court to Arnold. Arnold to Bollinger. Swathers now 5 outside, looking at someone back in the post. Arnold with a good drive and gets on the floor with the ball, and it will be tied up and jump ball. Stay with the Swathers.
I don't even know if that got tied up, really. I thought it was
Nick
just
Arnold
Nick
had a lot of ball.
in sole possession. From our angle, at least, there might have been a hand there in the backside. That is a possibility.
Humphreys inbounded the ball to Richardson. Richardson's layup is good. An early 9 for Kaysen Richardson here in this contest, and the Swathers lead goes back to 13 points.
Yeah, he's had those 3 inside shots and then the deep 3 to end the first quarter. So great scoring output so far for him in this game.
Shanline's 3 was no good as he took a couple dribbles and put it up. Braden Schilling, his favorite spot on the floor, pull-up jumper from the free throw line, no good, and the board will go to the Greenbacks.
That was kind of an unlucky ricochet there because Richardson was in great position to get an O board there, but it just ricocheted right off the left. Did not get a very good Kareem there. Kareem?
Wow, what a play by Ben Bollinger there with the steal and the throw it back in to the middle of the court where Braden Schilling was able to grab it. Richardson with the pass to Arnold. Beautiful play with the extra pass, and Pratt Greenbacks will have to take a timeout.
Is it Kareem? It's Kareem, right? Kareem, like Kareem off the rim? Or is it Kareem? It's Kareem, right?
Kareem.
Yeah, okay. I was tripping there for a second.
Oh, we're going to take a full timeout. Do you want to take it with him, Cole? We can. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll be right back here on the Swather Sports Network. Welcome back. We are back after that quick timeout. Swathers lead 22-7, and it looks like they have their tall and lengthy defense in, and they are in their 1-3-1. As that first pass is stolen, and Braden Schilling goes the other way, and Nick Arnold, he gave the ball up for Arnold to take the layup, and Arnold was fouled on his attempt.
Pretty good attempt there from Shawline, I believe it was, Shanline, sorry, to attempt to thwart that transition because it was a 2-on-1 with two very capable finishers at the rim, but just got caught with that foul there.
First free throw's up and good.
I thought for a second we were going to see a Schilling dunk.
I did too.
But he decided to dump it off as he had Shanline right on his tail. Definitely a smart decision.
Second free throw is no good, but Jackson Humphreys with the O board as the Greenbacks strip it from him and the ball ends up out of bounds. Great O board there by Humphreys. Ish. I think that's considered no board.
I would give it to him.
Schrader will inbound the ball here as Humphreys takes a trip to the bench. Gives it into Richardson. Richardson wide open, layup is good. 11 here in the first half for Richardson as the Swathers still in their 1-3-1 here. Shanline having a few troubles with it. Now they're going to get the trap on Kaler, and Richardson makes a steal, kicks it up to Schilling. Schilling one man to beat, layup is good. Shanline didn't want to pick up another foul there, and Schilling with the layup as Swathers breach a 20-point lead.
This 1-3-1 press has been asphyxiating so far into the game for the Swathers. And there's another.
He was going for the slam.
Yep. I think they're going to get him with a kick there.
Yeah, they got him with the kickball.
Yeah.
He was definitely going to slam that one home.
Yeah, there was no one
between him and the basket.
Yeah, exactly.
Shanline kicks it up to Johnson. Johnson to the corner to Shanline. Shanline back up top to number 24, Omi, I believe. Hamey?
Yeah, Hamey.
Hamey. I don't know why I didn't pronounce the H there. I must not have saw it when I looked down. As Ben Bollinger picks up his first foul and will send Peyton Kaler to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
And although Bollinger is a very capable post defender, sometimes his tendency to get a lot of fouls can come back to bite him. And you saw that right there. Although they didn't score anything, so it's not going to end up mattering.
And Ben Bollinger will get his second foul, back-to-back possessions. Got him with the arm wraparound there while he was trying to post up Hamey.
And the one thing you couldn't allow happen if you're Pratt was Hesston to get up to the big lead early. And what have we seen? We've seen Hesston get up to the big lead early, so it's going to be a long way back now for Pratt in this game.
Shanline drives and kicks to Hamey, and another kickball by Schilling, and he had a chance to put that one down too. His legs are just too long.
Yeah, a little bit too lanky there.
The inbounds pass goes to Shanline. Shanline working against Schilling, and that ball will almost be stolen by Richardson. He tries to dive on the floor and get it. Wasn't able to come up with it. Jair Johnson was able to keep control of the basketball. Now working against Richardson. Kicks it back out to Hamey. Hamey gives to Shanline in the corner, who gives it in to Kaler. Kaler has the ball stripped and then has the ball blocked by Richardson, who picks up a foul on the follow-through of the block, I guess.
Yeah, Swathers getting hit with all the calls right here on these last couple of series.
I believe that is his second personal. Yep, it will be Richardson's second personal foul. Man, that volleyball net is perfectly in the way that I always think there's a minute left when there's 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
I was about to say this second quarter has flown by, but just over 4 minutes remain as Proctor enters the game for Richardson.
I'd anticipate he'll probably be on the bench for most of, if not the rest of the second quarter with 2 fouls.
Yeah, we saw this.
Just conserve him for the second half.
We saw this happen last week against Bueller on Friday. He picked up 2 in the first half, and 1 in the first few minutes of the second half, but the Swathers still able to produce very well on the offensive and defensive ends without him. But it definitely is not the same without him in the game. This ball will go through the hands of Nick Arnold on the right side of the court, and the Greenbacks will get the ball back.
I think this is a big possession here for Pratt. If they can get any kind of points, it will conserve some of the momentum they have here and give them a chance to get back into this game right here.
Shanline with the ball now. Crosses over against Nick Arnold. He's going to take it all the way to the rack. His shot attempt, no good, short, and Schilling with the board. Schilling kicks out to Arnold. Arnold decides to drive. He kicks back out to Schilling. Proctor then to Esau. Esau to Schrader. Schrader's going to drive, and he's going to pull up, and his shot is no good, and the board goes to Koss.
That same thing I said about the momentum still applies here. As long as the Swathers don't make points and the Greenbacks don't hit any baskets, they still have that chance to push the lead, or not push the lead, but bring the lead back down to 17 if they're able to hit a 2 or 16 for 3.
Jair Johnson now, crossover dribble spin move. His shot is going to go up and good. Beautiful move and beautiful shot by Jair Johnson. Pass goes up ahead to Arnold, who gives it to Esau. Esau's layup no good long, and he will end up fouling Blake Koss, and they are now in the double bonus.
It's crazy how they didn't get a foul on Pratt for Beats' attack, or Beats, sorry. I can't really say that on air.
Yeah.
For Esau's attack to the rim, but then they did get him when it just seems if you're not going to call one of them, then don't call the other one. Or if you're going to call one, call the other as well.
Koss's first free throw is good as the lead goes down to 16 points for the Swathers. And if I'm Pratt, I'm aiming to be down. There's no way you erase this whole deficit in the second quarter, but try to get the deficit down to 10, 12 points by half, which is manageable to come back from in the second half.
Especially then you'd have a ton of momentum on your side.
Humphreys now with the ball up top. Will give it into Arnold. Arnold, beautiful position, and the layup is good, no doubt about it.
Now you're not really going to get yourself out of a hole giving up easy baskets like that. No backside help whatsoever, and that's just easy pickings for the Swathers.
Braden Bruner, the senior for the Swathers, will get his first action of the night. He checks in for Schilling. Koss will bring the ball up for the Greenbacks. He gives it off to Hamey. Hamey working against Bruner. Looking for someone, gives it to Uni. Uni back to Hamey. Hamey tries to throw it into Kaler, and it is over him and into the cheerleaders. Turnover on the Pratt Greenbacks.
Yeah, just airmailed them a little bit on that last possession. Not a lot to add to that.
Arnold now gets it into Braden Esau. Had him on the back door, but Esau kicks out to Humphreys. Humphreys kicks to Arnold. Arnold thought about the three, but wasn't there. They're going to get a block on Jair Johnson. My opinion, the right call was kind of moving with Arnold there. Wasn't quite in the position for the charge.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Lucas. It was a good attempt at taking a charge, just maybe a little out of control there.
Proctor inbounded the basketball, and now Braden Esau is going to go up strong at the basket, and they're going to get a block.
Pratt crowd absolutely fed up with that call.
The JV basketball team very happy with it, as Braden Esau will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
Honestly, seeing battling student sections, and in this case just fans in general, is one of my favorite things to watch in basketball.
Definitely something I miss from pre-COVID basketball. Esau sinks both of his free throws as Ty Schrader will come in for him. And the Swathers, whose lead was just cut to 15 have now pushed it back up to 19.
And what's interesting on that last block call was one of the refs looked like he was about to motion for a charge and then deferred to the back judge as they had a better view, and she was the one who called it a block, excuse me.
And I think that he was there, he had the position, probably should have awarded him with the charge there. But it's just the way the cookie crumbles, so. Swathers playing defense, and Kaler with the nice pull-up J right in Jackson Humphreys' face.
Yeah, that was a beautiful little like turnaround face-up jumper. That's another one of my favorite moves as a post person. They don't really see it coming. You just get that opportunity to rise up and pull. You catch them napping a little bit, and that's exactly what Kaler did to Humphreys there.
Proctor now with the ball on the far right side, gets to Arnold in the post, back to Proctor. Braden Bruner wide open for three, no good, but Proctor with the board gives it to Cutting Jackson backside. He's gonna get the and one. Jackson Humphreys, the Tetris king of Hesston High School, showed up to play again tonight.
Great backdoor cut, and was that Proctor with the amazing find there. Looking to stretch this lead to 20 if his free throw is converted.
His free throw is good. Brings him to 7 points on the game. The Swathers' second leading scorer, trailing only Richardson.
That's kind of been the case recently. He's been having a lot of points on offense and just in general being a very active part of this Hesston team. Very good piece to this team.
And they're gonna get Braden Bruner on the foul on the drive, and as Carson Hamey, my apologies, will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
I think Jackson would appreciate this analogy. He's kind of like one of the rooks, as if we're going like chess terminology of this team. Like he can
chess.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I made that analogy. He's not necessarily that dominant piece in Casey Richardson, which we would be considering the queen, not only in the chess sense would we be considering him as the queen, but Jackson with that rook, he allows that support in the backfield, backcourt, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. That support as like a secondary piece for the Swather team.
Schilling now with the ball. I think I could find a way to make that work with Tetris for a future game.
Yeah.
Proctor now gives it to Humphreys at the elbow. Kicks it to Schilling. His three-pointer is no good, and the board will go to Kaler. Good box out there on Schilling. Jair Johnson now on the other side. Spin dribble, and looking for somebody to give the ball to, and gets it to Uni. Uni off to Hamey. Hamey, step back three, pulls it, bang! Carson Hamey with the step back three-pointer to cut the lead to 16, and with 9 seconds, the Swathers are looking to run one last play. Proctor gives it to Arnold, and Schrader had the layup but lost the ball out of bounds. Unfortunate there for the Swathers.
Yeah, I had a really good look there pending the catch by Schrader, and he did not catch it.
That ball just a bit outside for Jair Johnson's last shot attempt of the half, so the Swathers will go into the half up 34-18.
Not the worst case scenario for Pratt. I mean,
still in somewhat of striking distance.
16-point game is not the worst situation to find yourself in against this Hesston team. I mean, we've seen leads. We've seen a 20-point lead against Holcomb. We saw an even larger lead, like 35 or so, against Central Plains, I believe it was. So they're definitely not out of this game quite yet, and if they go on a little run to start the second half, get some momentum on their side, you never know what can happen between these two teams. With that being said, I think we'll take a break, and we will be back with you for some second half action in about 6 minutes or so.
Yep. Welcome back, everybody, to the Swather Sports Network. I'm Lucas Roth, joined alongside by Cole Dutchendorf, here for some second half action between the Hesston Swathers and the Pratt Greenbacks. The Swathers, very dominant first half, especially on the offensive end, as they have had in a lot of their recent games. Greenbacks, they just had a little bit of a scoring drought in the first half that was proved very costly for them, so they're looking to come out in the second half and try and correct that and fill in the little bit of a hole they dug themselves.
Yeah, you take away that couple of minutes for Pratt. Oh, sorry, excuse me. For those couple of minutes for Pratt offensively, they might be down even less than they are right now, which is definitely an encouraging sight for them.
Shan line, start with the ball, give it off to Yuli. That pass is stolen right there by Jackson Humphreys. Humphreys, Euro, and he's going to get him with a travel. Probably should hit him with the jump stop pull up there, but.
Good transition defense there from Uni, I believe it was, to get in position to take the charge and make Humphreys think about it a little more.
It's like in Tetris when you get a piece you're not expecting, you don't know what to do with it, and it just falls into the wrong place. I knew I'd get one in. I didn't know when, though.
Good job.
Tatro now with the ball at the top of the key. Crossover dribble, and he's going to just end up shooting it, but Kason Richardson is going to grab the board, and the Swathers he looked to push the tempo there, but the Swathers slowed it up.
Yeah, those kind of shots right there are not very auspicious when it comes to their chance of winning this game.
Oh, that's the word of the day, isn't it?
Yep.
I forgot I have to spell that. Kason Richardson with a beautiful drive and shot there. I never would have been able to spell asphyxiate, so it's probably good we didn't have that one.
It's good we didn't start our word of the day routine until after that with Badab.
That was a good one.
That was a pretty good one.
Chandeline there with the ball now. Gives it off to Tatro in the corner. Tatro looking for Kaler. Wasn't there. Kicks backside to Crow. Crow to Shanline in the corner. Shanline's three-pointer is good.
That's his second from beyond deep there, or from beyond the arc, and he is shown that he has the capability of shooting it very well from out there. I would be surprised if they didn't try to get him some more of those looks in this second half.
Great drive there by Ben Bollinger. Was looking to dish, and the pass got deflected. Really great ball move by the Swathers. Ends up with a three from Kason Richardson, top of the key. Bounces twice on the heel, but doesn't fall. And we're going to foul on the Greenbacks.
Schilling had great position there underneath to attempt to get that offensive board, and he will draw a foul from the Greenbacks there as they were attempting to get the, not the offensive board, but the defensive board.
Entrance pass goes to Richardson, and Richardson made the shot, but they called it on the floor. And so the Swathers will inbound it again. Richardson, 6 points off of inbounds today. I feel like that's a worthwhile stat.
Absolutely. Great job, Lucas, there.
Richardson up top to Arnold. Arnold to Humphreys. Humphreys into the lane to Richardson. Richardson going to work on Tatro. Spin move, reverse layup, beautiful.
Nice little finish there. I thought he was going to attempt to hit it to Schilling. Schilling had a great curl on the screen there. Had an open look. Schilling said, no, I got this. Took the spin. Wow, how did that not go in?
Yeah, Tatro's layup no good, and Humphreys fighting for the board. Ends up catching a piece of Tatro's face. Just a piece, not quite all of it.
Just took a little chunk out of his face
little
there.
chunk. His second personal foul of the game, but he will remain in the game as it is the second half, so.
Foul on Schilling, or I mean Richardson, I believe.
That will be his third. And Esau will check into the game. Oh, that was on Bollinger, not Richardson.
No, I definitely thought that was on Richardson being a little overzealous there as he was attempting to defend that inbounds, but I guess I saw something wrong there. My mistake.
Tatro with the three.
There was not enough arc on that one. It was just a direct line shot. That's usually not going to go in.
Oh, Schilling with the beautiful pass into Humphreys. Humphreys was fouled on what he thought was the shot, but was not. And Swathers will get to inbound the basketball again as Carson Hamey checks back into the game for the Greenbacks for number 10, Grant Uni.
Yeah, Jackson was pushing for a prosecution against that Pratt team, but the jury, i.e. the referees, decided that the party was not guilty there.
Not at all. Richardson, beautiful entry pass to Arnold. Arnold's layup is up and good.
Good finish there, right under control so as to not draw the charge.
Just unable to stop this Swather offense is the Greenback D, and that's definitely going to be a foul there on Shandline, trying to knock Shandline. There's no D there.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful awareness there from Esau on the inbounds play to anticipate that. He read it just like a cornerback. Read the inbounder's eyes all the way, was able to get that steal. Interception, if you will.
Esau gets the pass, doesn't know what to do with it because he lost his man, and the pass will go into Richardson. Just missed it, almost had his 8th point off of inbounds plays today. Couldn't convert on the layup, and Shandline's going the other way. And that ball is almost thrown away, but corralled by Crow. Gives it back to Shandline. Shandline working against Schilling, and that ball is going to be poked away by Richardson, and Humphreys with the insane grab, and then kick up to Richardson. Richardson's layup is good.
Did that go off the ref?
Wow, I don't know.
I thought it went off the ref and then back into Jackson's hands.
Wow, that was just a great play by the Swathers, and Pratt is going to take a timeout. Not too enthusiastic about the entire previous play, as I think Jackson very close to the end line, but then also rolled over with the basketball, which, as we know, is a travel. Weren't able to catch it, and it turned into a great play by the Swathers, with Schilling acting like a quarterback and leading his receiver, Kason Richardson, to a wide-open layup.
Yeah, it really was a beautiful pass down the court in that transition O. Had his man and really dropped the ball right in the bucket into Kason Richardson's hands, that is, and then Kason Richardson dropped the ball into the actual bucket. I had to make sure that there was no confusion there. I can see
just
how that would be.
a little bit of confusion. Greenbacks to inbound the basketball, looking for Kaler over top, and they're going to get a foul on Schrader.
Believe it or not, that is the 3rd foul that they have called against the Swathers on inbounds calls or inbounds plays tonight. I don't know if we've seen that a single time the rest of the year.
Crow now with the ball, gave it off to Kaler. Kaler up top to Jair Johnson. Johnson gives it off to Crow. Crow looking for somebody, anybody, gives it off to Kaler in the corner. Kaler goes back up top to Hamey. Hamey gives it off to Crow. Crow, a little bit of fancy schmancy with the basketball. His lane floater, no good.
It was a nice move by Crow there, but just unable to get that floater to go. Proctor trying to match his dribble moves, but also unable to get it to go.
Oh. A little bit of a hard foul there by Ty Schrader. Not too many people in this stadium pleased with the no call there. Did get a lot of ball, but I think he got a fair amount of body as well.
I would say I have to agree with you there, Lucas.
A little bit too much body for me in my professional officiating experiences.
You see a lot of plays like that there in preschool?
in the 3rd grade girls basketball? No, not really. I don't see many of those. Do see a lot of jump balls in younger kids' games as that shot goes up and over the backboard for Carson Hamey. Yeah, usually in middle school, any middle school games, there's going to be at least like 30 to 40% of your calls are jump balls.
You don't see any blocks off the backboard in 3rd grade girls basketball?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I see that even in 6th grade boys basketball. As Braden Schilling just misses a layup, as does Ty Schrader, both just failing to convert the layup.
They had both had wide open looks, and both of them just kind of chucked it straight off the front of the rim. Just maybe a little surprised with how open their looks were. Schilling had a beautiful move to get to the rim.
Oh, Crow's step back is no good, top of the backboard. And Carson Hamey was able to steal the loose ball from, I believe, Ty Schrader, and ended up being tied up on the floor with Kason Richardson.
Safe to say that it was Ty Schrader as he checks out of the game.
Yeah, I didn't completely catch it. So
Me neither. In the fact that he was pulled out of the game makes me believe that it probably was Ty Schrader.
Richardson now gives it off to Proctor. Proctor to Bruner in the corner. Bruner finds Schilling at the top of the key. Schilling looking to do with it, gives it to Bruner on the far side. Has Arnold, doesn't give it to him, gives it to Proctor. Proctor now has the ball poked away, and they're going to get I hear illegal screen on Nick Arnold, I believe. Or charge, maybe? I don't know. I think it was a legal screen.
I
I don't see how it could have been
I didn't see a body on the
charged.
floor, so I doubt it was a charge, yeah.
And you never know, they could have taken it like a man. The shoulder down and just didn't even fall over.
Swayed backwards a little bit, they still got him with the charge.
Absorbed it. The Swathers now in their 1-3-1 defense, and that ball is stolen by Nick Arnold. Nick is going to go all the way, foul, and one for Nick Arnold.
Nice finish there. Had a dude all over him and was still able to get that ball to go into the hoop. That was an impressive finish there from Arnold.
Nice. That was very impressive, if I do say so myself. I could never do that. I don't even think my ball would hit the backboard if I did that, so.
It do be like that sometimes.
Arnold's free throw is no good, and the board goes to Uni. Uni now with the basketball, gives it off to Koss. Koss gives it to Kaler. Kaler back up top to Hamey. Hamey back to Koss. He's dribbling right, behind the back, looking for somebody. Gives it to Johnson. Then back up to Hamey. Kaler, Swathers not allowing them inside that three-point line. Hamey will drive. His shot no good. Boarded by Jake Proctor. Proctor has Richardson up ahead. Richardson, one dribble. Layup is good.
Nice
Swathers.
vision there from Proctor to push that ball ahead to Richardson. He was wide open, so it was a really good find there from Proctor.
The Swathers transition offense continues to stay undefeated. As Koss spin moves into the lane. His layup no good and boarded by Braden Bruner. Bruner had Proctor up ahead, couldn't give it to him. And now slows it up and gives it back to Richardson.
Might have gotten shoved a little bit there in transition, but they're going to let him play on there, which I agree with.
They get to the corner. Ty Schrader's corner three. Oh, in and out, no good. Boarded by Casey Richardson. His layup is good.
That was a beautiful board there. Full extension.
Looks like they're going to foul on Jake Proctor.
And there's the fourth inbounds foul there on the Swathers.
Jeez. They are struggling on that right there. As Jackson Humphreys will enter the game for Kason Richardson.
I also haven't seen a group of referees be as stingent on that call as I have of these tonight, which obviously I'm not a bad or a good thing, just something to note.
And it's been in the boys and girls game too. Johnson with the ball. Nice little crossover move and lowers his shoulder a little bit into Proctor, but Proctor takes the brunt of it as he will be given his third personal foul of the night. Third personal on him, and he will still stay in the game. Had me faked out here as Ben Bollinger checks back in for Braden Bruner. Greenback's looking for someone to inbound the ball to, and Ty Schrader tips it away and he steals it. He's going in for the layup, and he will be fouled hard by Blake Koss.
Schrader played that beautifully. I mean,
just like a corner would.
It was like they were throwing a Hail Mary at the end of the game. He went up there at the last second, poked it away. Really, you can't play that much better than he did right there, and then also to go down there and draw the foul on the Greenbacks.
And in my opinion, Blake Koss did the right thing. Either on like those where it's a wide open layup, you either don't foul or you foul hard enough that they can't even get the shot up. And he fouled hard enough. He got across Ty Schrader's arms, couldn't even get the ball up towards the rim, and ended up missing the first free throw, so the foul does pay off. Sinks the second one as the Swather lead increases to 28. Shanline now, bringing the ball up the court. He will give it to Johnson. Johnson to Hamey, back to Shanline. Shanline gets it into Kaler, but the ball is stolen by Ty Schrader. Schrader looking up, trying to find somebody to give it to, and looks like he's just going to slow it up and give it to Jackson Humphreys. Humphreys to Proctor. Proctor's going to take the pull-up J. Pure, nothing but net.
And going back to that last defensive possession, another great read from Schrader to pick that ball up again. That's 2 straight phenomenal defensive stops there that he had. Reading the opposition's eyes and making his presence felt on the defensive end, and then who was that on the, it was Proctor's beautiful pull-up jumper. That was good.
Shanline's shot is no good as the Swathers will hold for the last shot for the 3rd time tonight. 9 seconds remain, now 8. Humphreys with the ball, gives it backside. Jake Proctor wide open for 3, no good short, grabs his own board. 2 seconds, 1 second, Brayden Schilling layup is good.
Good hustle and awareness there from Proctor to go up there, get his own board, and then dump it off to Schilling for the easy 2.
And kudos to Brayden Schilling for sticking with the play. Always play till the buzzer sounds, because if you don't, then he would have missed out on the opportunity for probably the easiest 2 points of his life right there. Nobody anywhere near him, just lightly put it up off the glass. Good look there.
Hey, Swather fans, thanks for choosing the Hesston Pharmacy. When you support your locally owned and operated pharmacy, you make it possible for us to pass it on to Hesston kids with ads like this. Thank you, and go Swathers. So, do we want to get our word of the night in,
All right,
Lucas?
I'm ready for the word of the night.
All right, our word is auspicious, which we've used a couple times. It means conducive to success, favorable. Can you spell that word?
Okay, can you hit me with the word one more time?
Auspicious.
Auspicious. A-U-S-P-I-C-I-O-U-S.
Beautiful.
Bang,
Absolutely
3 for
correct.
3.
We're going to have to do it. We're going to have to get it up on my phone, so there's no way you can cheat because it's already been up there all night. I've kind of been like, I kind of want to throw him a bone here, try to give him, because I don't want you to misspell on air. I wouldn't want that to happen to you.
I want, like, just next home game, we got to have the hardest. Johnson up top. Gives it off to Shanline, and he will be fouled by Richardson, his 3rd personal, and Shanline will go to the line to shoot 2. Man,
sorry, go ahead.
No, you got it, you got it.
One small thing I want to point out is there is after the play, Shanline on the ground, Schrader going over there to help him up. Both of them giving each other a little bit of mutual respect. That's what you'd love to see on the basketball court. Both the oppositions giving each other the respect that they deserve.
The Swathers reaching running clock in a 3rd straight game. 3rd straight game? Yeah, 3rd straight game. But, man, that Swather defense only allowing, 5 points the entire 3rd quarter just continues to impress. I mean, their offensive end is one thing, but their defense just, it is asphyxiating, 100%.
Good defense there, though, by the Greenbacks. A little bit of asphyxiation of their own.
Yeah, there we go. Our vocabulary is going to go way up. We're going to be walking thesauruses by the time we get done with basketball season. As Carson Hamey with the 3-pointer from the corner.
That's his 2nd 3-pointer of the day for a total of 6 points. He's got a good shot from out there. I'm surprised he hasn't taken a few more than he has.
As Richardson's pass into the post to Schilling was almost stolen, but now goes to Schrader in the corner. He thought about the 3, but decides to pass it up. And that ball was almost stolen by Shanline, but Richardson able to corral it, and he gives it up to Humphreys. Humphreys to Schrader. Schrader, his layup is good.
Thought he was going to hit Schilling there for the oop. He had him on the backside, but didn't choose to win up for it himself. And hey, 2 points is 2 points, no matter how you slice it.
And that shot is blocked by Brayden Schilling, something we've seen a lot these past few games, as Ty Schrader goes into the lane, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good take there from Schrader, showing that willingness to sacrifice his body to get some points for his team. Maybe.
I'll go off a little bit of tangent here. The Swathers, I think this year, I mean, as you know, #1 team in 3A, they definitely have a chance, a very good chance to contend for the state championship. as Werner, Brunner, and Proctor check into the game. And honestly, I think the step they took from last year to this year was their increase in defensive productivity. And I mean, I know they lost Max Arnold last year, great defender, possibly their best defender last year. And I thought, you know, maybe the defense would get a little bit better, but a lot of these guys have matured, especially in like their defensive habits. And it's just so much fun to watch them because that turns into fast break points and good offense for the Swathers. And that's what I think makes them one of the most dangerous teams in the state.
Yeah, there's not a single player on this Hesston team where you see him in a matchup and you're like, oh, he's going to get scored on. You say, in any given situation, you can see that any one of these Swather defenders making a stop. I mean, when you think about it, is there really even someone you can point at and say that person is a defensive liability? I don't think so.
I don't think you can. And I don't know if there's, I mean, I know there's definitely a few where you can point out and say, yeah, that's a lockdown defender right there. But like that can go for a lot of them. I mean, the one that comes to mind for me at least, well, like you said earlier, Ben Bollinger, but the one for me is Braden Esau. I mean, talk about a guy who's absolutely locked down and then goes hard for those boards. As Brunner was fouled on his rebound, his free throw is no good. And the board goes to Carson Hamey. Oh, a couple of nifty moves there on Brunner.
Yeah, Brunner's smiling right now too. He knew old Hamey got him there. That step back three was missed there by Tatro.
And that ball almost stolen, but Max Werner able to go strong at it and get the ball. And the Swathers are back on the offensive. Brunner, what a move to the basket. Might have been a little bit of a foul there, but spin move. Getting a lot of work in there. Beautiful shot there by Brunner.
Yeah, that was a nice move. Hit him with the Jack Sigma there on the inside, sort of. Not really, but I love to say it.
We got to hit one more Roger Trimmel reference.
Absolutely.
You can't have as many Jack Sigmas as Roger Trimmels. As Blake Koss couldn't quite get to the rim. And we're going to get a lot of hands there as Hamey takes another three. It is no good, and Proctor gets the board. Kicks it up to Matt Waltner. Waltner, beautiful pass into the lane to Kevin Fuqua, who can't hold on, loses the ball out of bounds. And Colton Diller now, and one of our favorites, Micah Dawson, one of my favorites. Announcers aren't supposed to show bias or favorites, but love Micah Dalston.
Maybe if we say that Carson Hamey is one of our favorites as well, then it's legal.
He's been putting he has some very good ball handling.
Some crisp handle.
Yeah. Not quite Kyrie-esque, but still some great handles.
Hard to beat Kyrie-esque.
Yeah, that's true. Shot from Koss, no good. Matt Waltner with the strong board. He's going the other way. Gives it up to Diller. Diller to Fuqua. Fuqua to Dalston. Dalston now working right. Gives it to Waltner. Waltner now, he's going to drive looking for somebody. He's going to go up and be fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, good drive there from Waltner. Being willing to go inside to where the Greenbacks have a pretty large height advantage over him, but no fear there on that drive.
Waltner's free throw up and good. I don't know if that is his. Did he score last game, or
I would be the wrong person to ask.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm just kidding. That sounded bad.
I think he did.
I think he did, because I think every single one of the bench players scored last game.
Minus Cavan.
Yeah. Koss is thought about the three, didn't take it, and gives it up to Crow. Crow back to Koss. And he passes up to Hamey. Hamey, Johnson, trying to create some space of his own. There, but find it into Uni. Uni's gonna pass it off to Hamey, and Hamey will be fouled and gets the and one.
That was a good pass there. Had that awareness to dump it off to Hamey there for the inside look, and he was able to deliver it home.
Hamey's first and only free throw is up and no good, but he almost gets the board. He saves it into Matt Waltner, and I'm guessing he will just dribble the clock out, gives it up to Micah Dawson, and he will just hold the ball there, I'm guessing, for the next 4 or 5 seconds or so. And the Swathers with another win in dominating fashion as they continue to stack their resume and show why they are ranked #1 in the state.
We'll give you that recap as soon as this band is done here.
The fight song from our band, impeccable as usual. Love to hear it.
Absolutely.
But let's go over to Cole for our final scores of the game.
Braden Esau. Okay, yeah. Braden Esau with 2, Ty Schrader with 6, Jake Proctor with 4, Braden Schilling with 6, Casey Richardson with 21, Jackson Humphries with 7, Nick Arnold with 9, Ben Bollinger with 1, and Matt Waltner
there
with
we
1.
Go.
Sorry. I forgot his name there for a second. And then for the Greenbacks, Blake Koss with 2, Jair Johnson with 2, Matthew Shanline with 10, Peyton Kaler with 5, and Carson Hamey with 8. Player of the game, Kaysen?
Probably Kaysen Richardson.
We sound like broken records.
Yeah,
up
we
here.
do every week. I mean, Humphreys had a pretty good showing in the first half, a little bit quieter in the second half. Braden Schilling, once again, he's kind of been flying under the radar these past 2 games, but he still had a significant impact, especially on the defensive end. You are right. I think for the Greenbacks, Shanline played a great game. Very good on the, he was their leading scorer, but also played with a lot of enthusiasm and tenaciousness. Tenaciousness?
I doubt that's a word.
No. It's like tenacity. Tenacity. There we go. Got it. But yeah, those are mine in my opinion. So
the Swathers will move on to 13-0, and the Greenbacks move on to 6-8 for the Swathers. They will be taking on who do they play on Friday? They'll be playing, I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, Lions on Friday.
Lions on Friday.
And Hoisington next Tuesday. Ooh.
And Hillsborough next week.
And Wichita Homeschool next Monday.
Next week's 2 games are both massive ones. Or no, that's not right.
Yeah, it is.
No, because
no, Jackson said that. I talked to him the other day, and I know we play Hoisington
there's a chip
and
stuck
Wichita
on my
Homeschool.
tooth, Miss Gasson. I don't want to hear it. I couldn't talk clearly.
I don't know. We'll figure out what the schedule is. We'll be here, not this Friday. We'll be here next Monday, though, correct? For the Swathers versus Wichita Homeschool.
I might be getting everything mixed up. That could be 2 weeks from now. I really have no clue. So, one of the players told me, but
yeah, that's what Jackson told me yesterday.
I forgot.
I don't know. We got the memories of elephants up here, apparently. Wait, no, elephants have good memories.
Yep,
the opposite of an elephant's memory.
Yep,
there we go. I think that'll be it for the night. This has been Lucas Roth and Cole Dutchendorf on the Swather Sports Network, and we'll catch you next week.